A big thank you to actress Bella Thorne. First and foremost, we got to start there.
That was huge.
Bella Thorne giving us a shout out on Instagram. Next thing you know, our Instagram blows up. We have all these new followers.
Awesome.
Our downloads were big.
Yeah.
We owe her our firstborn son. That's fine.
Good riddance.
He stopped showering anyways.
Yeah.
So
we have another one.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, that's why you have two. The first one goes to a famous celebrity, and the second one you keep and you raise.
Yes.
We know the deal here. Welcome to Our Savings. Starts tomorrow. My name is John. My wife, Jen, sits right on the other side of the table, and we just hang out, and we talk about travel.
Yep.
Fun 20-minute podcast, travel tips, adventures, craziness.
Mishaps, tricks.
Chaos.
Yep.
All of it. And today we're going to tell you all about Seattle. Hilary Swank's from Seattle. Chris Pratt.
Grey's Anatomy.
50
Shades of Grey. Twilight.
50 Shades of Grey. Let me just tell you. One of the most watched movies.
Free Willy. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Free Willy. Macklemore. Lots of famous people from the Seattle, Washington area, I should say.
Pacific Northwest, man.
Gorgeous.
Soon as you get off of the plane.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
It is just the most picturesque place. It's a vibe. The smell. It's like fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
It's like these tall, skinny trees everywhere. I feel like I want to be a logger or a lumberjack when I'm there.
So green.
Yeah. Mount Olympus is the really tall mountain you see as you fly in. And then you also have like Mount Rainier, which is there, which is like the volcano and everything.
And after the beer.
And the beer, of course. Yes, the beer was first and then the mountain range. With this being the first episode of 2022, we have a new sponsor, actually an old sponsor, who's now sponsoring us for the entire year.
The whole year?
Heart Soul Heat.
Wow.
Heart Soul Heat. Let me tell you about Raul.
Yes.
Raul is a good guy. He was this home chef who was just passionate about flavors, and he created Ghost Honey, which is 100% American-made hot honey. So it's this ghost pepper infused raw honey, and it's so good on like a pizza or fried chicken or
ice cream,
goat cheese.
So good on goat cheese.
Put on some goat cheese, change your life.
Yes.
So Raul listens to our podcast, loves what we do. And he's like, you know what? People helped me out when I was starting. I want to help you while you're starting out.
I love that.
So, Raul, thank you so much. They have a 30-day no-risk guarantee policy, which means you have 30 days after ordering to request a refund. And you can go and order. You're not going to be disappointed at heartsoulheat.com. Also on Instagram, they have some recipes that they post. So it's Heart Soul Heat on Instagram as well. All right, Seattle. We have been to Seattle a lot.
A lot.
Your sister lives in Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah, which means my brother-in-law also lives in Seattle.
Yes, they live together.
Really? Is that how it works?
They're married. They have a baby.
Oh, fascinating. And they always talk about how it rains in Seattle, right? Like that's like the one thing you hear constantly.
Lies.
It's not true at all.
It never rains there.
And we have been different times of the year.
Yep.
Many different times.
Yep.
And it's always clear skies.
Sunny.
Yes, it's like they all
Actually, perfect weather every time.
Every single time.
It was a little cold this time,
It's
but
winter.
It's still sunny.
It's like they all got together and they said, hey, let's tell everyone it rains constantly here so no one knows and no one will move here.
Yes.
And that's what they do.
Yeah, I know.
We've got like a tan last time. It's like perfect. Also, so your sister and a brother-in-law, they both work at Boeing.
Yes.
Did you know that Boeing offers tours?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't. And I don't understand this. Like, why have we never done a tour of the Boeing plant? It seems incredible to go to. It's huge. It's like the biggest freestanding building in the world.
It's like a city.
Yes.
Own city.
They build planes.
I know. I think it's because when we go and visit them, they do things with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the last place they want to go to is their work.
Well, I want to go. I want to see planes being built. I want to.
Well, next time we'll go.
It's a 90-minute tour, and no one has ever told me that Boeing offers something like this.
I feel like they tell us a lot about what happens there. So
they snap us photos, so they think that's the tour. That's not the tour. I want to walk around. Of course, if you go to Seattle and you've never been before, you have to go to Seattle's most visited landmark, which is actually a market, which is Pike Place Market. A great place. It has that famous red sign that everyone takes photos.
Yep, you got to take a picture of the sign.
You can go and see them throw fish around.
That's so cool.
They sing sea shanties as they throw.
And it's like a full farmer's market.
Yeah.
Like, I know that they say it's a touristy place, but I feel like there's a lot of locals that are shopping there.
Seems like a working market.
Yeah.
Like if you live downtown, you go to this market.
I mean, obviously, if you're staying at the Marriott, you're not buying your vegetables and your fruit from there. So it has to be
someone's buying stuff.
Locals are buying stuff there. You buy flowers and all sorts of things that people make, and it's cool.
And if you are staying at the Marriott and you're going, well, I don't want any of that. They also have a restaurants
they have several restaurants, and they're pretty good.
Well, Pike Place Chowder. Has some of the best clam chowder.
Don't sell San Francisco.
No, San Francisco is fine.
Oh my God.
It's fine.
Wow.
But Seattle's clam chowder just as good.
No, it really is so good.
Also down there at Pike Place Market is the OG Starbucks, which I was so excited about seeing because a big Starbucks fan over here. And
it'd be great if they could sponsor our podcast.
Yeah, right. It was just a Starbucks shop. There was nothing there.
We expected something really cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a plaque out in front that says that this is the original.
I wanted it to look like what the first Starbucks looked like. I think that's what I wanted.
What does the first Starbucks look like?
I don't know. They made it back in the day of grunge and stuff. I wanted to.
Well, there's folksy people that sing out front.
Yeah, there's a fire dancer out in front or something. A couple street performers busking. Mm-hmm. But no, I want I don't know. It looks so corporate. It looked like Starbucks.
It's Starbucks.
Another thing down at Pike's Market is the Market Theater gum wall. It's a brick wall that's just covered in chewing gum.
It's disgusting.
And here's the weird thing. There's a few chewing gum walls in the United States.
I know. It's always funny when it's you have to see the gum wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Did you take a photo?
There's gum walls everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean.
Everywhere. There's one in Slow.
Yes.
I think there's one in San Francisco.
It's disgusting.
Yes.
I don't feel like it's sanitary in today's pandemic.
Always one person who wants to do a photo with their tongue out next to the gum.
That's you.
That's me.
Yes.
Sometimes you get too close, your tongue touches the gum.
Oh gosh, don't do that.
But that's what you do
at
the gum wall.
It's just because they don't want to clean it up.
They're just lazy.
Yes.
Yeah. That's us.
Art. We're just keeping
call it art.
Yeah.
Tell people to take photos in front of it.
Exactly.
Another landmark that you definitely have to go to if it's your first time in Seattle is the Space Needle.
Yes.
As seen in 50 Shades of Grey. And
or
Grey's Anatomy. Frasier.
Oh.
It was Dr. Evil's home base in Austin Powers too.
Oh.
So, it was actually built for the World's Fair back in 1962. And everyone knows I say the Space Needle, you know what it is.
Yes.
And you have a vision in your mind of what it is.
Yes.
So did our kids. And when they saw it for the first time, they were so disappointed.
It's so small to them.
Yeah.
I think they were really expecting something massive.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, wait, where is it? We can't see it. And then as we got closer, they're like, oh.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
It's like the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
You expect the Statue of Liberty to be so big, and then it's just not.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same idea. But next to the Space Needle is the Museum of Pop Culture, or MPOP. Mm-hmm. And it's really cool. The architecture out in the front is, I don't know, it's awesome looking.
Yeah. There's a ton of museums over there.
Yeah.
A ton.
That's the only one I remember, though, is the Museum of Pop Culture.
Yeah. And that one did look very fun. Probably one that we would enjoy the most.
Yeah. You can spend all day there.
Yeah.
It's Seattle's.
Going back to the Space Needle, though.
Oh, yeah.
You can go up into it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go to the top.
You can go to the top.
Yeah. They have that, the tilting walls that make you feel like you're floating, and they have glass on the ground.
Yeah.
They do all the things.
Which would be cool.
It's everyone does glass on the ground now.
Yeah.
There's one in New York that does it. Chicago. The Grand Canyon has glass on the ground. It's the new thing.
I don't really love it.
Mm-hmm.
But
it also does it rotate? Yeah. Or is that the stratosphere? That's the stratosphere. Okay. Is there a casino at the Space Needle at the bottom?
No.
That also.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Right
out. Is there a bar upstairs?
If it's Seattle, there's a bar. Trust me, you can get drinks anywhere in Seattle.
That's true.
Right down the street from the Space Needle is the Fremont Troll. And I first got to know this troll from the movie 10 Things I Hate About You.
One more. Is this? We only know Seattle from different movies and TV shows.
The only reason we did a podcast episode on London is because of What a Girl Wants with Amanda Bynes. Yeah.
Right. Oh, gosh. Well, all right.
We're influenced by movies.
We are totally influenced by movies.
It's this giant sculpture of a troll that's underneath the Aurora Bridge. Mm-hmm. And it turns out that the troll has a car in its hand.
Yes.
We had no clue, even though we had climbed all over this troll.
I know. I seriously, I don't even remember seeing it at all.
I know.
Like when my brother-in-law was like, "Did you see the
bug
that the troll's holding? Mm-hmm. And did you see all the memorabilia inside? It's all Elvis because the artist was a huge Elvis fan." And I'm like, there wasn't one.
Yeah, they moved it.
Yeah, there wasn't one. And I had to go back and look at our picture, and I'm like, oh, it's that. Like,
how did we miss it?
I don't know.
We used that to get up on the troll.
I know.
Which, by the way, Jen's like, "Oh, you can't climb on the troll." And we get there, and there's some like woman up there doing a sexy photo shoot for her husband.
So weird.
That poor troll has seen things, I bet.
Oh,
that poor troll has seen life happen. And so, before we go on about Seattle, we have another sponsor. It's a twofer.
2 sponsors?
2022, big year for our podcast.
You're really like working it.
Thank you so much to Hydronique Hydration Electrolyte Powder Drink Packets. So this was actually started in the middle of the pandemic. The founder of Hydronique Hydration was a frontline healthcare worker, and he was getting these headaches. And there was a study that was actually published during the pandemic that showed up to 81% of frontline healthcare workers were getting headaches. And they realized it was because of their PPE, like the face masks and the face shields, would prevent them from like eating and drinking as much as they normally would.
Oh, that makes sense.
So they would leave work tired and dehydrated and burnt out. Uh-huh. So he started looking for a healthy drink that had all of those vitamins and minerals, but not with sugar. Like there's so many energy drinks out there that have sugar in them. And it turns out he decided to make his own.
Whoa.
And he created Hydronique Hydration, sugar-free, keto-friendly, plant-based, antioxidant-rich. It's these electrolyte powder packets. And
it tastes good? What?
Yeah, it actually tastes like elderberry, which I love. You know I love the elderberry. And they're little packets, so you can, when you travel, if you're worried about getting dehydrated.
Oh, like on an airplane?
Exactly. So visit the website, hydroniquehydration.com. We'll actually put the link in our podcast description, so that way you can go there. They're on Amazon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I love buying things on Amazon. It's very easy.
I reached out because the Amazon listing was out of stock. And they were like, no. You know what? Tell your listeners that if they just get it off the website, they'll discount the price so you get the Amazon price.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So Make sure you go to hydroniquehydration.com. Thank you for sponsoring our show. Back to Seattle, downtown Seattle. The Seattle Aquarium is there.
Yeah. I just love aquariums.
It is kind of a thing you and I search out.
Especially with the kids.
Yeah.
It's like an easy place to go and explore and see. And it's like right on the water, which is cool.
They have seals.
They have seals
there. They have seals.
Like actual seals.
Yes. Like those kind of things. Yeah. Off of Pier 59. And it's a big tribute, like the whole thing, to the Puget Sound, which is, they keep calling it like the Seattle Sound and all that. It just means water going inward, like an inlet.
Oh.
I had to look it up. That's what
That makes sense why they're called Seattle Sound. I had no idea.
There you go. That's why you listen to this podcast.
Well, if you learned one thing during this podcast.
They do a lot of stuff on orcas.
Well, because Free Willy.
I don't think Free Willy was based in Seattle.
I feel like we should have looked that up.
Why did I not search that? Like, out of everything I did research on, have no clue. I told you that Austin Powers too.
Well, where was Free Willy done? I'm pretty sure it wasn't like in Florida.
I don't know, because it is kind of woody. I don't know.
Okay.
The Seattle Great Wheel is also downtown. That's like the London Eye or
the one in Vegas.
Yeah, the High Roller.
It's just a giant
Ferris wheel.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, but it seems cool.
They say they're open rain or shine, but as we know, Seattle doesn't rain there, so
it's just open during
beautiful.
When it's sunny.
I don't know. Maybe I mentioned this in the Vegas one when we talked about the High Roller, but I'm afraid of getting trapped in one of those things and having to use the restroom.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have some type of poop bucket in the corner?
Oh, gosh, gross. You know what, though? You are on there for a long time,
yes.
I would imagine, because it's really large, and you have to, like, like every person has to get on, and then the next one, and then
Right.
the next one, the next one, and then it goes around a couple times, and then you have to let everyone off one by one. It just takes so long.
Is there an adult diaper that they offer you at the beginning?
Also, I know that we joke that Seattle is really sunny, but I find it interesting that Seattle and London have these enormous
Ferris wheels
in places that are kind of like gray and gloomy and
foggy. You can't even see out of it. Yeah, it's true.
Because we were gonna do London Eye one day, but it was so foggy.
Right.
And I feel the same way about
Seattle.
I mean, every time we go,
Yeah.
we could definitely do it, and it
Definitely.
would be fine, and we'd get beautiful photos.
Right.
But, yeah.
Outside of downtown, if you want to do something a little bit different, turns out that Washington has great wineries.
We just sniff them out, I think.
Do we just fall into them?
Yes.
Like certain people can find different things,
Yes.
and we just find booze.
Yes.
We're like a truffle pig for booze.
Yes.
So we went and actually did a whole wine tasting in Washington once.
So
it was a
lovely.
blast. And we went to the most famous winery, which is Chateau Saint Michel, just 20 miles from Seattle. It's the state's oldest and most celebrated winery. You can do a tour.
It's gorgeous.
You can buy food and then just eat out
like
there.
picnic.
Yeah.
It was so pretty there.
It was huge, too. It was like 100 acres.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everywhere. They have like concerts in the summertime, and they do all those things.
That'd be fun.
But there's so many other like smaller wineries and tasting rooms. There are tasting rooms everywhere.
Yeah, we went to Columbia Winery. That was another really cool one. We did a ton of tasting rooms, and there really are tasting rooms everywhere.
We found a barn in Everett, Washington, that was doing like a wine mixer.
Yes.
Like the Catalina wine mixer was in a barn next to some cows giving birth.
Yes.
Like it was all in one place.
And there was all these local small town wineries
Yeah.
that you could do samples of. It was really cool.
I definitely think that they don't do a good job marketing all the wine stuff they have there.
Like to everyone else?
Yeah.
I know.
Like everyone says Portland or obviously Sonoma and Napa, but no one says Washington.
I know. It was
but it's
so
good.
Yeah.
A place that we've never been to, but one day would like to is Bainbridge Island.
I've been there.
You've been to Bainbridge Island.
I've been to Bainbridge Island.
A place that I've never been to.
You've never been there.
But you have been. Did you go on the Boeing tour? Did they take you to the
No,
Boeing
I've
tour
not
also?
Been to Boeing.
Okay, so you've been to Bainbridge Island.
Yes. My sisters and I, we took a ferry over there, and we went to a distillery.
Of course, a tasting room.
And a tasting room, actually, yes.
You have to take a ferry.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a legit ferry.
Did you get on in a car and like drive on?
No, I
Oh.
wish we would have, though. That would have been really cool.
So
No,
what do
we
you do? Just
walked
stand
on.
on the edge away from the cars?
We were...
Is it like the Catalina Express?
The cars are underneath.
Oh, okay.
No, we were inside. And then we went outside a little bit.
What do you do when you're over there? You don't have a car. How do you get to
I know.
the...
Actually, I was like freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are we don't have a car.
Right.
Like, it's a small island. Is there going to be like little like rickshaws?
Right. yeah, something. Yes, right.
or like a golf cart, or like, I don't know. But there was Ubers. We got an Uber.
All right, so it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes.
Yep.
A ferry ride over. So try that. There's you could take the ferry to all these different islands, including some that are almost in Alaska, where you can see like the Northern Lights and you can see orcas. You can see
Willy.
Free Willy himself.
Yes.
Does amazing appearances.
Yeah.
Cameos.
He does a whole show.
Yeah. And okay, maybe you've done this. I don't know. Have you done the Beneath the Streets tour?
No, I've never done that.
Okay. There's this tour that's a 1-hour walk underneath Pioneer Square.
That doesn't seem safe.
It's, I guess, like this 19th century architecture somehow is underground. Did they build the city on top of an old city?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how it works, but yeah, you can walk around all underground. And I don't know, if you've been to Seattle, there's a lot of there's tent cities down there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's what I mean.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
like,
I don't know.
I mean, it's very sunny there. But on the days that it's not sunny, I
Right.
feel like people that are without a home
Mm-hmm.
would be under the city.
Well, maybe you get to do a meet and greet with them also while you're down there.
Interesting.
But it joins with like the Red Light District tour,
Like
which
a-
like
Oh,
the
okay.
actual where they talk about like gambling and prostitution and like all the underbelly
It's
stuff.
a family-friendly tour.
Well, we'd bring our family and then answer a lot of uncomfortable questions
Cool.
afterwards
Yes.
because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
But I think I want to do that next time.
That'd be kind of cool.
I have 2 tours I want to go on.
Boeing.
I want to go. I want to go on the Boeing tour.
Yes.
All right, that does it. Thanks for listening to our episode all about Seattle, Washington. If you have not done it yet, please rate, review, and subscribe. In fact, we have a new review up on Apple. 5 stars from Moose ODGW, saying so much good stuff and really fun to listen to John and Jen talk about trip ideas or places to go.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. We really do appreciate it. If you don't mind helping out our sponsors as well. And, of course, following us on Instagram, which is Our Savings Starts Tomorrow.